this is Janice with My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop, and I'm going to show you how to change colors and how to cast off so that you can complete your Afghan or your Appalachian Baby Afghan. So one thing that you need to remember too, on each one of these segments that you do, you complete the segment by doing 4 rows of garter stitch, which is straight knit all the way back and forth 4 rows. Then you go into your next segment. So when you change colors, it's very easy to just change colors. You don't want a big knot hanging out at the end by tying your threads all together. Okay, when you get ready to change the colors, you're going to do whatever the segment calls for that you're going to go into with the new color. What you do is you put your needles through. If it calls for knitting, then you're going to knit through those, and you can cut the thread that you just were using. You're going to get your thread that you're going to change the colors with, and you're going to lay that thread right over the 2 needles like this. And I wrap that around my finger so that it keeps it kind of taut. You're also going to just kind of not worry about this first stitch being tight enough, because you're going to pull that down. You're going to pull this, and now you're going to do your next stitch. And you're going to knit that one. You're going to knit that one. If your segment calls for 4 knits, then you're going to do 4 knits, and then you're going to do 4 purls. And whatever the segment calls for, do about maybe 8 stitches. Then you're going to come back here where your threads are, where you started and where you tied off. You're going to do, I don't do a knot right at the very first to add the 2 colors, because you don't want a knot hanging out here on your thread. When you do these stitches like this and come in a little bit, then when you tie your first knot, you're just going to do loosely. Then you're going to do a second one and do that a little tighter. And then you're going to do a third one, and you're really going to tug that one tight. You're not going to break that thread. You can pull that tight. But what it does then is that knot incorporates into your knitting so that you're not going to have this big knot hanging out here on the edge of your thread. And that's how you change your colors. All right, so now you've finished and you're ready to bind off. So you can do this 2 ways. You can either do following the stitch that you just did. So in this pattern, you would be ending with the seed stitch. So you can either go purl, knit, purl, knit, purl, knit, or the easiest way is just knit all the way across to do your bind off. So you're gonna do a knit stitch, put that on your needle. You're going to do a second knit stitch, but you're going to grab your first stitch and you're going to bring that over that second stitch you just put on. So now you only have 1 stitch. Same with the next stitch. You go through, knit that stitch, grab your second stitch, pull it over, knit, grab the first stitch on there, pull it over, knit stitch, pull this over, and that's how you bind off. And so it will give you this bind off the way that it looks right here, bound off. Okay, that's it for today. Have a great time and have a good time making your Appalachian Baby Afghan.